So this is motion to approve tonight.
No, nothing's changed.
Okay, it's 6 o'clock, and we'll call this meeting to order with the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thanks everyone for coming. So I have a motion to approve the minutes from September 19th, 2022 meeting.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Agenda amendments, I don't believe there are any.
If I may actually, sir, under 6A, which is the item to approve or deny the conditional use request for the GPB Group Wireless Communications Facility at 8990 Peach Street, I'd like to add the language in there that if the motion is to deny the request, then this would also be to adopt the adjudication. So it would read, motion to approve or deny the conditional use request for GDP Group Wireless Communications Facility, and then the address. And if the motion is to deny, then also to adopt the written adjudication.
Okay. Thank you. Do we have to have a motion on this?
See a motion and a second to amend the agenda, yes, sir.
Motion and a second to amend the agenda.
I'll make a motion to amend the agenda.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Correspondence, and I believe there are. Approval of September 2022 expenses. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion to approve September expenses.
I'll second the motion.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so we had a meeting, hearing a few weeks back. We went over the wireless communications facility for both sides. So I guess at this point, I need a motion to approve or deny conditional use request for GPD Group Wireless Communications Facility, 8990 Peach Street.
And if it is denied, the motion would be also to accept and adopt the adjudication.
Okay, all in one.
All in one.
I'll make the motion to deny.
I'll second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
You had a question? You had a question?
How did the planning group vote?
It was 5-0. All the planning commissioners recommended for denial.
Okay.
And if I may, before you do act, because it is a motion to deny, we provide you with a adjudication which relies upon a few different issues for the denial. The first of which is, and we'll provide a copy to you before you leave, stating that GPB has not met the burden to set forth a prima facie case, meaning that on its face, this would be one that would be subject or eligible for approval. They had not undertaken the good faith effort required in the ordinance to co-locate the equipment on another facility, nor has it been proven that wireless communications equipment cannot be placed on additional existing facilities, which is an obligation of the ordinance. They have not met their burden to show that this is an FCC licensed and compliant facility, and they have conceded that the requested conditional use would violate the zoning ordinance's setback requirements relative to the placement next to a residential property. So with that, that is the basis upon the reason for denial.
Are there any other questions? Okay, we have a motion and a second, and we'll take a vote now.
Aye.
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 So if I may, Mr. Wilk, if I ask that we just pass a copy around here for signatures, so we can provide a signed copy to the applicant who is here this evening. Sign these here. Yeah, this one we'll provide to the applicant, and then we will have other signatures after the meeting for our records. So we'll still make sure that when it gets dropped in the mail, just to prove that it's been sent out. But here, I'll give you a copy so you don't have to stick around for the rest of the meeting unless you want to. Yep.
Okay, new business, 7A, motion to approve or deny expenses for attendance to PSATS Zoning Academy, November 30th through 12/1 in Butler County, as will be for Tammy Cass.
I'll make that motion to approve.
I'll second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve or deny expenses for attendance at the annual ECATO convention, October 27th at Nick's Place, Edinburgh.
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Land development? Tammy?
The only thing I have is motion to approve or deny waiving the special event zoning fee for the Autism Society training event to be held in the Presque Isle Downs lower parking lot, November 8th. So it's the $75 they're requesting to waive.
Okay, it's a special event permit.
I'll make a motion to approve the waiving the fee, especially since it's a non-profit.
I'll second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Mr. Solicitor?
We have prepared the adjudication for you that you had adopted earlier today, and been working with Matt on amendments to the zoning, to the sidewalk ordinance, and some contract language that we'll have out tomorrow. Other than that, not much going on.
Thank you. Engineer Jones?
We submitted the annual MS4 report to the Pennsylvania DEP last week. It was due at the end of September, so we got that in on time. And roundabout, the paving is completed, the final paving, and they have the line striping down as well. The last remaining things are the landscape restorations, the curbing, and completing the interior island landscaping and flagpole. So that's all I have for tonight.
Thank you. John?
Well, we have a new residence complaint form, fairly short and clean. It's so, if someone does have a complaint, good for both parties. You put the information down, the date, what the complaint is, and many others do it. The state police do it, so that you don't got the we heard and they heard and somebody told me. So it's just a nice legal document to get accurate information. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Lee, could I just
Yes, sir.
note on there that that complaint form is not subject to right to know. So complaints submitted to the agency, to the township, for which the township has the ability to investigate and do something about, are not subject to disclosure under the right to know. So people should feel confident in that it would remain confidential.
Good. Thank you.
Tony?
Oh, we're winding down the parks. We got 2 more coats of color on the volleyball, pickleball court since last week. And we have 1 more coat tomorrow and then stripes Wednesday, and weather permitting, that'll be it. So hopefully that's the end of that. We did some overseeding and fertilizing in the soccer field areas where the new grass was planted a couple of years ago. It's struggling to fill in, so we did that today. And I guess the only other note is the parks do get locked at 10 o'clock during the week and 11 o'clock on the weekends. And we've had problems lately with people leaving their vehicles in the park after hours, and turns into they get locked in, the cops call me, I go up, this deal. So if anybody's using the parks, there's probably nobody here, it's usually picnics or whatever, they will lock the gate. They do make a reasonable attempt to reach people, but sometimes they just don't find them. Happened a few times, but that's about it. Thanks for coming.
Out on the streets, we got our new Mack dump truck in. We're going to be working on that, preparing it for winter activities. Guys been out ditch, or cleaning ditches, doing a little bit of pipe replacement, some of the metal pipes that are out there that are collapsing, we're replacing them with HDPE. And we're going to be out trimming trees and getting things ready for winter here, so everything's in pretty good shape at the garage. Public input, 3 minutes.
Good evening. Now, this is contrary to any other information. Ed Troper, 1235 Ponderosa Drive. I'm disappointed and outraged that our elected officials, for some unknown reason, have chosen to ignore their own regulations. It is clear in Section 8, Part A of the Summit Ordinance 2022-02 that someone who had operated a short-term rental prior to the ordinance becoming effective June 11th, 22, and had 10 weeks to apply for a license did not do so. The persons were even reminded to file for the license on August 26th, but still did not do so in time. Yet, some of the supervisors chose to allow them to continue operating 3 and possibly 5 short-term rentals in a half-mile area on the Ponderosa Drive neighborhood. Is this to satisfy some unknown personal interest or gain? Is there something more involved in this decision that appears to benefit one versus approximately 80 other Ponderosa Drive residents that we're not aware of? We know that the decision by the supervisors was not unanimous, and we would like a public explanation as to why the ordinance was not followed. Will each of you voice your voice publicly so that we can know each of your positions? As it stands, the Ponderosa neighborhood neighbors will now have to pursue other avenues to get proper justice. Thank you.
Is there anybody else? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
second.
All in favor